What's up, guys? This is Rick from Manga-aholic. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Blood on the Tracks, the first volume by Shuzo Oshimi. This is also known as A Trail of Blood. This is the only release that we have out right now of this series. It's from the same mangaka that brought us Happiness, The Flowers of Evil, Inside Mari, I think The Drifting Net Cafe. Um, this manga is about a boy named Seichi who goes by Sai and his over controlling helicopter mom, and who pretty much tries to micromanage everything in Sai's life. Um, you know, Sai seems like a regular guy who goes to school. He has a good group of friends who like try to hang out with him, and Sai wants to hang out with him as well. But when he goes home, his mom's like, "Oh, we already had plans. Like your aunt and your cousin are coming over. I think it'd be best if you stay at home." And Sai's just kind of like, "Oh, okay. I didn't know you had plans. We'll do that." And that's how the story starts. And as the story progresses, he like hangs out with his cousin more and more, and his cousin starts picking on him about, like, "Dude, your mom's so like over your shoulder all the time. You got to kind of spread your wings, get out of here." But he just picks on him about it. And at first, he doesn't believe him. And he gets kind of, self conscious about it. But as the story progresses, I definitely think Sai realizes more and more that his mom, you know, not everything's okay there. But the mom is very subtle and tactful about, what she's doing. Um, the first volume ends on quite a cliffhanger. I do think it will be very interesting to see what will happen in the story. I'm definitely picking up the second volume when it comes out in September of 2020. And I think there's many, many ways that this manga could go. Like, there are certain things that, or certain parts of this manga that alludes to like some kind of a weird relationship between Sai and his mother, and I kind of cautious to see how that will unfold. Like, there's certain times where she'll like try to kiss him on the cheek and he'll act weird, or she'll like try to give him a hug and Sai will kind of act weird. And it's not just like your normal, you know, middle school kid, or maybe he may be like a freshman in high school. I'm not entirely sure. But it's kind of different than, like someone being bashful about, their mom showing their affection to their son in public. It's a little bit different than that. So it'll be very interesting to see how all that unfolds. For those of you who have not read any of Shimi's work, they're very fast paced. He's able to get a lot across in the artwork. And yeah, I mean, it's got a really nice flow to it. I was probably able to read this whole volume in less than an hour. And I mean, like I was saying earlier, it has just as much content in it as any other manga volume would have. I just think Oshimi's able to get the point across so much faster with his art um, than other mangakas. Overall, I think Vertical did a really nice job on the release. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but I definitely think it will hold up. I was happy with it. Here's how it compares to some other manga volumes. So here's like your standard release from Viz. You see, it's pretty much the same size. It might be it's a little bit wider, a little thicker too, I would say. Looks to be a hair taller. Here's how it compares to. Here's Happiness, which is by Shuzo Oshimi as well. This was released by Kodansha. It's about the same size as the signature editions from Viz. As you see, it's a little bit smaller there too. But it is kind of a thick volume. I believe it's 216 pages long. And then here's another release from Vertical, which is the Omnibus for the Flowers of Evil, also by Shuzo Oshimi. And as you can see there, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much my review. I'm definitely going to be picking up the other volumes of this manga, unless the story just gets goes a little bit too far for me personally. But I do think the story is going to be great. Overall, do I think, like, based on my first impressions after reading, Happiness and the Flowers of Evil, wherever I think it stands there, I do think this is better than Happiness, just based on, the first impression. But I do think the Flowers of Evil is better than this, but I do think this has a lot of potential. So I do think it'll be very interesting to see what will happen in the story to come. But that pretty much sums it up. If you enjoyed this review, please mash the like button and subscribe. I'm definitely going to be putting out some more reviews here shortly. So again, just want to say thanks for watching, and I hope this helps anybody who's considering reading Blood on the Tracks or picking up any other type of manga that Oshimi's put out.